Tonight, the team the world has been cheering for, smiling in their uniforms and back playing soccer, revealing for the first time how they survived those 10 days they were lost inside the cave. I tried not to think about food so I didn't get more hungry, says Titan, who at 11 is the youngest in the group. They talked about what they called a miracle, their discovery by those two British divers.
How many of you? 13. Brilliant.
It was 14-year-old Adul's voice on the video that captured the world's attention.
And you speak English?
A letter.
I heard people talking. I wasn't sure if it was a hallucination, Adul said. So we stayed quiet and realized it was real. Their faces now showing little trace of their terrifying ordeal, describing today how they dug with rocks to try and get out, licked water off walls to stay alive, and conserved batteries in their one flashlight. At the press conference, they hugged family and friends and mourned the former Thai Navy SEAL diver who died trying to save them. I still want to be a professional soccer player, says 13-year-old Dom, but I want to be a Navy SEAL as well. Back home, Dom is getting a bigger room and a party for the birthday he had inside the cave.
You must be very excited to get Dom home.
His grandmother, who raises him, tells us they're just thankful that he's getting a second chance at life. A hero's welcome played out 13 times here, where the boys are finally back home. Janice Mackey-Frere, NBC News, Chiang Rai, Thailand.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.